is so cool! Chef John Winter Russell from Candide, beautiful, amazing restaurant in the city of Montreal. And not to be confused with his kitchen, we are out in the middle of nowhere, foraging in the woods. This is a dream come true. From the moment I met Chef John Winter Russell, I have always imagined what it would be like to go on a food adventure. More specifically, I've always wanted to go into the middle of a forest and forage and see what is all around us that we don't realize we're able to eat. Can you tell me a little bit about how you start off in the finance world and then you end up being this incredible chef?
So you start in finance because you think if you don't really know what you want to do, at least you know how to build a business. And you start cooking part-time to pay rent, and you really, really like it, and then you stop going to university and you start cooking full-time, and you end up falling deeper and deeper in love with cooking. This is wood sorrel. They call it wood sorrel because it tastes like cultivated sorrel. It's a clover.
Oh wow, it's lemony.
Yeah, super.
That's delicious.
Wild stuff is never gonna feed everybody, but at the restaurant it's a lot more about adding textures, flavors. It adds complexity, it adds depth. All right, let's jump into the woods, see if there's anything off the trail.
The way you run your restaurant and the way you run your kitchen, it's definitely unique. Walk me through all of that, how it all came to be.
The reason we use just local ingredients, because for me it just makes sense. Like, why would I go to the other side of the world to get something when there's so much food that's grown, produced, and raised around us? For me, what we're doing is just very reflective on what makes sense, which means nourishing, which means it has to be delicious, but at the same time, it can't just be easily forgotten.
What do you think are the misconceptions of being a chef and running your own kitchen and restaurant?
It gets romanticized a lot. It's still a misconception that it's all about creation. It's a lot about taking something that is already ideally inherently good and making it better. This is one of my favorite things in the springtime. They're called trout lilies. It's super sweet. They're super delicious. We use them a lot at the restaurant.
This is so surpassing anything and everything I could have imagined. I don't even know where to begin to say how grateful I am for this moment. This is beyond my expectations.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Tastes like buttered greens.
Tastes like buttered heaven.
Tastes like buttered heaven.
Where do you want to see yourself in 10 years?
As long as the restaurant's still open, I'm happy. That would be almost 13 years that a restaurant's open. That's surpassed my expectations. After that, there's projects and ideas to attach on to the restaurant. I'm not going to suppose that they're going to get done in 10 years. We're just going to go as opportunities present themselves.